I'd just like to start off with just a quick little overview of where we're at in terms of our preparations for the upcoming elections. If you could just maybe just reconfirm our total voter numbers registered, the Diaspora numbers, and anything else you'd like to add in there in terms of polling booths or your preparations. Just a general.
Yeah, okay. When our roll were closed on the 4th of July, we started our roll review. When we completed the roll review, we roll we came again. If I look, it's 101,981. For 51 constituencies. If you would recall, one constituency is uncontested at the moment, so there's no election for Faleata II as a result of the petitions. 2 candidates were disqualified, so 1 candidate's left, and under the law, when it's uncontested, that candidate is automatically appointed as a member of Parliament for that constituency. So we have 50 constituencies, if I got pre-polling, as well as our general election on Friday. As far as preparation is concerned, we are quite ahead of what we planned in terms of mobilizing our equipment, stationery, and transportation. Today, the polling officials for Savai will be traveling today at Savai, preparing themselves for the pre-polling for Savai. But pre-polling for Upolu, that will be dispatched tomorrow for the pre-polling. So once the pre-polling is completed, all the ballot boxes will come over here, to our center here. And then we prepare ourselves for deployment or the general election on the Friday. So far, everything has, like I said, we're quite ahead of our planning. We've already completed all training of polling officials, 1,200 polling officials, and a reserve of 100 reserve, just in case somebody pulls out. Then we have that reserve number. We've also trained the reserve number as well. So that's it where we are. We've also identified and confirmed all the polling booths. It's mainly we're using halls of Ecclesia for our polling booths. So
okay. And
the pre-polling will open at 9 a.m. and close at 4 p.m.
9 to 4.
The general election on Friday the polling booths will open at 8 a.m. and close at 3 p.m. For the pre-polling, once it's closed, we don't count the pre-polling votes. That comes into our center here at Toleafoa, and we will count it on the official count. The official count on September the 1st to the 5th of September. Okay. But for the general election or polling day on Friday, once the polling booths are closed, then we start the preliminary count.
Okay.
But the special votes are not counted. They will have to come in, but on the Saturday, which is the 30th of August, we will open the special booths, the special ballot boxes, to do the sorting. Sort for the constituencies. Go for the special votes. So somebody lives at a constituency but votes somewhere else, you can cast your vote at that booth. But it's treated as a special vote. And that vote's put in the envelope and it's sealed. But I made, like you said, they will the constituency on the back. So on the Saturday, we open the special ballot boxes, and that's where we do the sorting. But opening the envelopes, we'll do it on the next week, Monday, Tuesday, up to Friday. So the official count is 1 week. That's where we count the pre-polling, special votes, and the recounting of the votes that were counted on the Friday. The preliminary count. And all of that happens over here in the Kakohole, so the media is also welcome to attend as well. I'm not sure whether have you received any passes?
Yes, we've just collected them, so thank you. Yeah.
So that's your ticket to any polling booths that you can visit.
Okay. What are the rules for attending the polling booths to cover on the days of election?
The only rule for you media is that you can't take any photos of the ballot paper. You can take photos outside, from outside inside or whatever, but you can't take a photo of the person casting a vote or the ballot paper when it's do the recounting. It's just to preserve the secrecy of the vote. I suppose that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, so just to go back on the diaspora, the number of overseas voters who have registered, I see that it's been announced there are about 72. Can you confirm that that's the number?
Yeah, 330. Those who actually registered online initially, but only 72 completed the whole process.
Okay.
By what I mean by completing the process is all documents have been submitted, and the person had visited Sāmoa and did the biometrics. That's completion of the whole process.
Yeah. Okay. There's obviously been a lot of chatter about that, saying that all these complaints these years about people wanting to have a say in our local government, but it's not translating across. Do you think that that's a fair criticism, or perhaps because this is just a new thing that we've done?
Well, it's the law, as it is. The Electoral Act is 2019, and it's in the law. We haven't changed the law yet. But there were amendments to the law, to the Electoral Act that we submitted to Parliament, unfortunately. You know what happened to Parliament, and they never managed to table that new the new law. But the new amendments is that registration is to be done in Sāmoa to complete the whole process. But it allows you to vote from overseas when on a ballot, and that was in the amendment. Unfortunately,
it's still a bill at the moment.
Yeah, it's still a bill with Parliament.
How would that even look? Are we looking at? I know it's obviously not law now, but I'm just interested. Are we looking at like the New Zealanders and the Americans? You can go into the embassies and vote. Would it be something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the process.
Okay.
If it was approved, we were going to use the embassies, the consular offices,
Okay.
as the voting booths.
Okay. Awesome. Just to go back on the, I know you've just gone over the timeline of when the polling boxes will be opened, etc., like the days. Do you think that it's not too long to be leaving a pre-polling box from Wednesday until Monday? Or are you quite confident?
I have no problem with it, because that's what happened in 2021. The pre-polling was for about 3 days, but the secrecy of the vote is very important. There were issues when they counted, and there were only four votes, and the scrutineers could easily tell who voted and who. You see what I mean? So it's the secrecy of the ballot that we're concerned of, and we've made a certain ceiling that if the votes are below 10, we won't establish a booth. And there's only one constituency where it's below 10, and we're not putting a booth there. It's at Rotowhanu.
Okay.
It's only 7, so we advise the voters to please use a Friday or polling day to cast their vote. Yeah. But it's really the secrecy of the ballots. In terms of security, we have no problem with the security. We have the new ballot boxes. They have their seals. And once we put on the seals, there's a tape that goes around it, and it's once under the law, once the ballot is counted and the boxes are sealed, then it's under the custody of the Ministry of Police and Prisons. We don't touch it anymore. We only open the ballot boxes on Friday, on a Saturday, like I said, where we do the sorting of the special votes. Then we seal it again, leaves it back to the police. Then we come back on Monday to do the official count. That's where we open the boxes again. Okay. So in terms of security, I have no problem with that. In this building, they have CCTV cameras, and we're operating the cameras once the ballot boxes come in. That's apart from the police being under their custody and looking after to ensure that the ballot boxes are still in place.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you for explaining that. What do you, based on the last election period, what are the new initiatives that you've brought in for this one, for this current?
I guess this one is the ballot boxes. These are new ballot boxes. These are actually, professional ballot boxes. This is what bigger countries use. Yeah. It's been used in Fiji. Fiji's been using it, and Papua New Guinea. And now it's our turn to use it. These ballot boxes. It comes with their straps. And also the seal. It's like a tape that we put around it, just to ensure it's secure. And once anything happens, we can easily see somebody has tampered it.
Yeah.
So it's a new ballot boxes that we brought in, and we've also designed a new system for a new system that it's for our registration.
Yes.
The new system that we did is that one of our computer programmer designed it. It's really a database for all our registration, and also to capture the biometrics as well. And that's fairly new in Sāmoa. Just to ensure the integrity of the role, we make sure this is the correct person, this is the correct information of that person and a profile and all that. So once a person comes in the ballot to do the casting vote, the person who sits with the tablet will punch in the name, and his profile will come up and his photo will come up. He will look at you, look at the photo, okay, that's you. They'll tell the polling clerk next to him. The polling clerk sits with a roll, the roll that also has photos and also double checks. Once the person is confirmed, they call out a number, the number associated to the name, and that number is also recorded by the scrutineers. And once it's confirmed, then the polling clerk will put there's a special ink that they put it on your thumb. It's indication that you have visited the polling booth. And once that's done, then you move on to what we call an assistant electoral officer. That's the person who looks after the polling booth. And that's the person who issues you the ballot paper and also explain to you how to do your vote. All the details, or these are the candidates, these are the boxes, and it's up to you. You have to put your vote, your tick in that box, whatever person that you like to vote for. Then you will go into that compartment, which is where you do your cast your vote. And once your vote is casted, you bring it, you put it in the box. Then you go out.
Okay. Quite a few different steps to get through.
Yeah.
To ensure that it's the right person, first of all.
Yep.
And there's some privacy for them as well in their decision.
Yep.
Excellent. Okay. I just wanted to ask a question about some of the districts. Which district has the most people on the roll?
Faleata number 1.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about 5,000. I'll also give you a copy after the that's the largest roll. Yeah.
And which one's the smallest? Just out of interest.
I think it's Lipa.
Lip balm.
I think it's lip balm. I'll give you the.
Thank you for that. This time around, we've only had one district, as you mentioned earlier, that's not going to have they've basically, it's decided. So is this frustrating for you in terms of all the preparations that you put into, especially it's such a big district? Like, did you have to sort of print out a lot of stuff, or, obviously training and all of that to get ready, and then it comes back and it's no?
Well, it's only the training part, because we did allocate the polling officials to 13 or 14 booths that were supposed to be there. But not so much the ballot papers, because the ballot papers were only printed after the court cases.
Okay.
And that's why we have to do that, because we have to wait until the court the decisions comes over. But it was really on the planning side of things. We also did plan the equipment required, but it really saved us.
How many booths in total are there across? Would you be able to?
Was it 400 and...
over 400.
Yep,
you can just,
over 400.
Yeah, that's
418.
Wow.
That includes mobile booths as well, and special booths.
What are the mobile booths?
The mobile booths are the ones that for visit the hospitals, for those for the doctors and nurses who are working in the hospital, as well as any patients that are on the road, but they're admitted at the hospital.
Obviously can't make it out.
And also home of the age, Makuwhangareli.
Nice. I wanted to forgive my ignorance, but are prisoners allowed to vote here?
Convicted ones are not allowed. Only the custody ones.
Okay.
Waiting room. Yeah.
Would they then be covered under the mobile?
The mobile, yeah.
Okay.
Because they also have prison officers there.
Yeah.
They have to vote as well.
Yeah, they can't leave the job. What kind of money are you looking at here that's cost you to run these elections? Like, what's the budget that's gone into this? Because it's a lot of human resources, a lot of actual resources, and development of software and all of this. How much does it cost? The actual budget that we submitted, that wasn't discussed in Parliament, is 3.8 million, and that doesn't include the new equipment. So far, I think we spent 2 million on the new equipment. If you have seen outside there, we bought tablets, what we call a nut box. NUC, the nut box. It's a mini server, and every booth would have a mini server that communicates with the tablet. Then the tablet will communicate. The nut box, which is the mini server, communicates to the main server here and up here. Wow. From across the country?
Yeah, from across the country.
Wow.
From the 400 and plus booths. That's when the number, it's what we call a vote caster. That's the system that we use. It's really a vote counting system. It counts the number of ballot papers which have been issued. So once they issue a ballot paper in a polling booth, we can read it from here. Yeah.
So you know what to expect from there.
Yeah, so we can read it from here, from the 400 plus booths. The purpose of it is to make sure that the number of ballot papers that have been issued will correspond with the number that we're recording it here. Just to make sure nothing fishy happens. Because if there's any ballot papers remaining, it has to come back. Everything has to be recorded. Number of ballot papers have been issued, and the number of ballot papers that have been votes have been casted. If there are any remaining ballot papers, then they all have to come back.
A lot of cross-checking to do there. It's a big undertaking. What's your total number of people who are on the ground for this?
There's about 75 people here, mainly IT people.
These are all our local IT?
Yeah, local IT mainly in the public service, as well as some of the private sector. Yeah.
Okay. Is cybersecurity a concern for you, considering we have so many different servers and everything's around the country, or is that?
No, not really. The system is in-house. It's not under Vodafone or Digital. It's an in-house. Our servers are all in-house. So we are fairly confident that, nobody can hack it.
With all of these different NUC boxes and all your equipment, what's going to happen to it after the election? Is this because obviously technology ages really quickly, right?
Yeah.
And if we hopefully we have 5 years more before the next one.
Yeah.
What's going to happen with it? Do you lease it out or keep it?
No, Cabinet has given its direction that once the elections is finished, we're going to give it to education is priority.
Okay.
We're going to, but yeah, Cabinet has given its decision. Once it's finished, then we have to give it to the education department.
Excellent.
Yeah.